Queen Mother Memorial Cup being the feature race. The races are named after former Queen Mother owned runners. Butterfield heads the field for the feature. He's defending his crown. Senior Toba out of the Derby, enjoying a front runner, looking great. And just the 5 go round above with Matthew Poon in the saddle, but with 5 runners, they all pick up prize money. So we'll have a look at the speed map here first, Tom. With just the 5 going round, we're saying good to slow, and I'd imagine Enjoying probably finds himself in front, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a horse that does like to lead. Sometimes he hasn't led in the past. He's been taken back over like the 1800 metres on the all-weather. That was from a wide draw, but he's normally pretty reliable, Paul, in terms of pace, but it'll be an absolute crawl.
You'd think so, wouldn't it? It's going to be definitely on the slow or the good to slow side there. Look, yeah, he looks like the lead. I think Bud will just settle back, and Butterfield as well. They'll settle back, and the other 2 in the middle. So can't see too many changes to that.
Would a slow tempo suit our likely favourite in Senior Toba, though? Be interesting. Enjoying can stack them up from the front. Let's look at the roll of honour for the feature race. And Butterfield back to defend his crown. Matthew Poon on board last year. Zach Purton takes over on Sunday afternoon. Shafano, Ho Ho Khan, Mighty Exultant, and Eagle Way also. So that's the last 5 winners of the race. We'll see if we can work out who's going to add their name to that list. Starting off with our favourite, Senior Toba, and his trainer, Casper Founds.
Casper Senior Toba is a horse that you've made no secret where your affections lie. Obviously, he ran so well in the Derby, and we're going to see him this weekend in the Queen Mother Memorial Cup.
Yeah, look, a really nice horse. Again, he's a horse that he's going to keep on improving, you know. I can just start to see a change in the way he looks. He's starting to develop even further, and I think he's going to eat up the extra 400 metres.
That run in the Derby last time, of course, he's run 4th. The Derby form has most definitely been upheld with what we've seen recently. You went on record as saying it's possibly one of the strongest Derbies you've seen for a good 20 years.
I would say so, yeah.
I mean, with that line of form, you'd have to really fancy this horse, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would say so. I think, you know, you're going to look back on certainly the winner and the second horse have come out and proven themselves against older horses in Group 1 company. The third horse, I'm sure, when he comes out, will be very, very competitive. And, you know, we've run 4th, so, yeah, I think going forward, we need some more staying races, to tell you the truth, you know, because that's what this horse is all about. You know, he's really coming into his own at 1.5 miles. And, yeah, so anyway, let's see what happens, but I'll be confident that he'd be giving a massive run.
Yeah, absolutely. It does look like it's tailor-made for him. And just to put a bit more meat on the bones as far as the gear change is concerned, obviously blinkers coming off, visor going on.
Yeah, just a visor, just a little bit of a gap in the cups so he can just see what's going on. He doesn't really need that, you know. He's a very, very honest horse, but a little tweak, you know, will do him a world of good. Yeah.
And is this very much his trial for the Champion and Chaser?
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, big time.
Plenty of confidence from Cass. Let's have a look at the Derby again, guys. And Tom, this is him. He got back in the early stages, swinging wide into straight. We know what Romantic Warrior and California Spangle have done since. As Casper said, it's a strong race at the Derby, and if he steps forward, he's probably the one to beat.
Yeah, he is the one to beat. If he doesn't win this, you'd be bitterly disappointed, really, on Senior Toba here. You can see him, Paul, he's in the middle part of the track here. He's only got 1 speed, and up to 2,400 metres. Of course, he was runner-up in a Queensland Derby, so this looks his race to lose, in all honesty.
I agree, yeah, totally. I just think, yeah, he's going to, as Casper said, lead up that extra 400 metres. He probably wants further than that as well. He's with a small field. It's just the muddling pace would be the only thing against him, but on paper, he's definitely the one to beat.
Yeah, if he needs every inch of this 2,400 then, and Enjoying just stacks them up and goes slowly, then if it's a sprint for home, Tom, then surely there's, you know, he's still got a question to answer.
Yeah, he does, because he just doesn't have that great turn of foot like we've got with other horses. You see Romantic Warrior there in the Derby. He's got a real turn of foot. This horse has got no turn of foot at all.
Okay. All right, interesting. Well, let's have a look at the next horse, which is last year's winner. We'll have a look at that race as well, Butterfield. Big fields as well it was last year. Some nice horses in there as well. We've got Panfield and Russian Emperor as well, but Butterfield comes out on top, Paul.
Yeah, this is a lot stronger race, and Butterfield did manage to come on top. Look, he's just going to carry the weight. He's 133 pounds. He's got to give a weight to all the other horses, 13 pounds as well. But look, he did win nicely enough when he did win this race.
His rating says he's the best horse in this race, but he does have to carry weight to here. Matthew Poon last year, he rides above, so it's Zach Purton this time around. He was really in for the fight, and look, he didn't run too badly in the Centenary Vase a few runs ago, and last time out he certainly wasn't the worst behind Golden 60, only beaten 4 lengths. He was running on at the end.
Yeah, well, this is it, Tom. We can see he's out the back and just looking for a bit of room at this stage. Obviously, we know how good the winner is, but yeah, maybe it's just the weight, but his form looks okay.
Yeah, it certainly does. Second in a Class 2 race behind Enjoying. That was 2 runs ago for him, and also Enjoying. But he was certainly doing his best work late here last time out, and this was over the 1,600 metres. His minimum sort of distance here that he's won at is 1,800 metres. So the 2,400 metres on this sort of effort is ideal, Paul.
Yeah, and we see that he's already won over at winning the race last year. So, yeah, there's definitely some positives with Butterfield in that respect.
I mean, the horse in the red blinkers there, Tourbillon Diamond, came out round second on Champions Day. He's finished basically upsides him. So, yes, it's a handicap. Yes, he's got a big weight to carry, but dangerous to ride him off completely, as is this horse, I think, from the front. Matthew Chadwick, very dangerous. He could dictate here and really make things his own way. That's Butterfield, and this is looking great, Paul. What of him as well?
Yeah, I don't mind looking great because he looks like a real out-and-out stayer, and he's going to step up to the 2,400 metres for the first time. So I think he's got claims on that, and he only has to carry the 113 pounds as well. As you say, with Enjoying, though, he's a horse that will try and get his own way in front, and if he does, then and it's a muddling race, then that's where he's going to get his chance.
Last start at Happy Valley, he jumped a bit awkward and then he covered some ground. In this race he was able to lead, and in that particular race last time out at Happy Valley he was completely flat coming towards the home turn at the 350 metres. Just one win from 21 overall. He goes down as the disappointing category here in Hong Kong.
What about this horse, Tom, above? He gets prize money regardless, but this is an interesting trial, particularly past the line. He kept going. I thought he looked quite good here.
He was over the 1,600 metres here at Sha Tin, and he was sort of back in the field. That's Rocket Spade in the red cap on the outside, and SJ Tourbillon there as well in the red with the pink sleeves. But he was running on quite nicely here over the final stages, 1,600 metres. We know he's won up to 2,200 metres, Paul, so being by Tavistock, there's no question mark for the trip.
No, not at all. He's just out of the handicap. He's about 6 pounds out of the handicap. He does come in with that low rating of 79. So that's just the query. If he can overcome that, then yeah, sure. It's only a small field and he'll get his chance.
Look at him just keep going there as well. 2,400. I don't think he's necessarily making up the numbers here. I think he's quite an interesting horse the more I look at that above. But no surprises, Paul, that Senor Toba's favourite at this early stage.
Yeah, look, he's the one to beat. He's clearly on top for me. And then who do you put him behind? I put Looking Great in because I think he'll be a bit of value. And he's a horse that's up to 24 for the first time and Enjoying for third. But all 5 have got their chances. 2, 4, 3.
Yeah, I'm settling with 2, 1 and 3 here. Senor Toba, this is an ideal stepping stone for him heading towards the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup coming up towards the middle end part of the month. So he's clearly on top. Butterfield, last year's winner, has to go in, and outside of that, Enjoying. Just a one-time win, a few other minor placings. 1 well, 2 back. No concerns with the trip. He was 6th in an ATC Derby over the 2,400 metres back in 2019 prior to arriving. So 2, 1 and 3.
I've got Senor Toba on top as well. I think he probably is the one to beat, but a muddling pace could possibly bring him undone. Enjoying his big danger. Butterfield off the weight. The one that would miss out for me is Looking Great. I think above could potentially spring a bit of an upset here. So those would be my top 4 there in the Queen Mother Memorial Cup. Group 3 over the 2,400 metres.